Hello everyone, welcome to bbwfm hub. We are back with a new video. So in this video, we are going to learn the WFM scheduling day of the week. So let's see what's that and how do we calculate it. So here we have created a sample data of the offered calls, and this is the data of the few weeks. And when we analyze this data, then we got to know that we have some outliers here. So what do you mean by outliers? Outliers means in some of the intervals we have very high call, like 50 calls are here, which is higher than all of the intervals of the day. And then in other intervals we have 2. So these are the type of the outliers that we can see here. So to adjust this outlier, we need to neutralize the data. And for neutralization, what do you mean by neutralization or neutralize the data? Neutralization means it's just we are adjusting the outliers so that we will get correct day of the week pattern. So for neutralization, we have created the upper limit and the lower limit, and based on this upper limit and lower limit, we have neutralized this data. And now when we neutralize the data, all the calls of our data, then now it's time to calculate the arrival pattern. So what is the arrival pattern? Arrival pattern means it's just that we are taking the averages of all the Mondays. That of all the Mondays, for example, here I have put the average of formula. So it's working as it's taking the all the Monday's call volume, and then it's same as for the other intervals and for the other days. Now we have calculated our arrival pattern as well. Now it's time to calculate how many calls came each day. So we need to do the sum. So here it's the sum of all the days. It's here. And now day of the week means day of the week. It means the percentage of the day from the whole week. So we need to calculate the sum of all the days of the week as well. So here it's the sum of all the days of the week. That means how many calls came on each day of the week. So it's showing 1568 calls. Now let's calculate the DOW. Here we got the day volume, as well as the week volume, as well as the interval wise volume. So now let's calculate the DOW. So for the DOW of the interval, what we need to do is we need to divide our first interval with the total sum of the day. For example, it means that we will get, if as per this data, we got 19 calls in the first interval, out of the total calls of 218 that came on Monday. So that's how we divide 19 by 218, and this is what we got as 9%. And this is how we calculated all the interval wise patterns. And for the day wise patterns, we need to divide our day number, like the whole day number, with the sum of the weekly volume. That means we have divided 229 with 1568. 229 is what? 229 is the day volume, and 1568 is the week volume. So this is how we calculated our day of the week pattern. Now the question is, when we have the forecasted volume of 2000, it's just an example. So here we have taking 2000 calls, now 2000 calls, and we need to break it down as per the intervals and as per the days of the week, like how many calls will come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we have already created our day of the week patterns, and now from this pattern we will calculate our interval wise volume and the day wise volume. So for the interval wise volume, it's 9%. We are saying that on Monday, in the first interval, 9% of the volume is coming. So here we have the 278. So this 278 we have calculated this 278 from the day of the week pattern. That is 14% of calls are coming on Monday, and 14% of 2000 is what? It's 278. So we have already created that 278 calls are coming on Monday. And now for the week interval wise volume, we need to take these numbers, these patterns. So 9% is coming, 9%, this 9% of the day. So 9% into my 278. So this is the interval wise pattern. So that's how we have created or calculated the volume of all the intervals and the days. I hope you like this video. So if you find this helpful, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much.